Alright, welcome back to another video, everybody. I apologize that it's probably been 7-8 days since I've uploaded. I've been trying to get a video edited the last 3 nights, and there's been something wrong with my laptop, so that's why the last 3 nights I've been trying, and I finally got the problem resolved. So I'm making this video, and I also have the video that I just need to edit, so I'll be able to put 2 up. The video that I just need to edit is how to pick spool pins. I've had a lot of requests. I tried to make my own simple version of that, so that will be up after I do this video, because I want to get this one up since it's an actual different type of lock video, and then the spool pin video should be up very shortly, within the same day if not the next day, just to kind of make up for some time. So we're going to be picking a Russwin lock, and I'm going to get into some details about that here in a second. The weekly giveaway is going to start this video. I'm going to announce how to enter at the end of the video, but just to give you a heads up now, it is going to be the Sparrows reload kit, and I think it's going to fit in perfect with the spool pin video. That's another reason I had made the spool pin video, because of what the Sparrow reload kit all contains, which I'll tell you everything at the end of the video. Another update is got 15 different orders coming in this week. I'm always talking about why I would use high security locks, and that's because I don't have to pay the high security lock price. If you know what you need and you know how to install these locks and all that yourself, then if you look on eBay's always been one of my best friends. I have 6 multi-locks because, and I have not paid full value price for all of them, or else I would not own 6 of them. I have 2 juniors, 2 originals, and 2 interactives, and they're all different. None of them are, key to like. The Medcos, I have these 2 originals that are key to like. I have one 6-pin biaxial right here. Then I have another 6-pin biaxial right here. Then I have another original right here. And then I'm just showing you guys this. Oh, and then I have the Medco padlock here, which is the M3 biaxial. And then I just won this auction for another brand. This one's brand new. Some of these I bought used, but this one was $20 plus $6 for shipping. Brand new 6-pin biaxial Medco. So, if the Medcos, I noticed you usually have a pretty good chance of winning the bid. Nobody else had outbid me on this. Nobody showed interest, and there's always a lot of postings for Medcos. Sometimes they're like $40, but sometimes, this is like the 3rd one. I think these 2 longer ones were also $20. I got this Squire padlock in from Britain, high security. This should make for good luck. I've always wanted to pick one of these. It is rekeyable. Like I said, all that will be another video. Also, like I said, I've been ordering a lot of different locks. We have some tubular locks coming in, just oddball, different type of locks and whatnot. I really just think that will make some good videos. But now that we're going to get into our video, which is going to be the Russwin, a lot of you may not know this, but I did a Corbin Russwin lock early on when I first created this channel. Maybe I'll pick it again, not in this video depending on time, but maybe in another video, because it only has like 20 views, and I know our channel's grown, and I get it, a lot of people haven't seen the older videos. But I have this lock out here because Corbin Russwin is obviously the company now, but just tell you a little bit about the information, and then we'll go ahead and get this lock picked. And then because we're doing this video, I can also tell you about the other lock that I bought. I'll pay for it Friday, and I really can't wait to see this lock. Didn't realize it was going to be as hard as it is after reading about it. So I just kind of want to read you the information about these companies, and look at that, it's my birthday. Alright, it's finally after midnight. So what are we looking for? Alright, so Russwin and Corbin were originally 2 separate lock companies, and it was, I think Russwin came out first. It was founded in 1839 by Henry Russell and Cornelius Irwin. Corbin was founded in 1849 by Philip Corbin, Frank Corbin, and Ed Doan. I don't know how to pronounce his name. In 1902, the companies merged to form the American Hardware Corporation. It was eventually acquired by M. Hart in 1964. Now, keep that name in mind, M. Hart. and then has been acquired by Assa Abloy. Assa Abloy chose to merge the Corbin and Russwin product lines, forming Corbin Russwin, which would be this lock. This lock that we're going to pick today is a Russwin by itself. So that M-Heart lock, I just saw one of these for the first time on eBay, and it ended up going up to like $200, the listing, which was nuts. But not that, I think it was a padlock too. And then I found a Mortise cylinder for $75. The guy had 6 of them, and all of them sold out within like 3 or 4 hours. So I asked him if I could buy one and put it to the side, and he said yeah, so I'm going to pay for it Friday. And the M-Heart is a UL Underwriter Laboratories 437 rated pin tumbler lock made by Corbin Russwin. The M-Heart is best known for having interlocking pins that provide resistance to lock picking and make the lock immune to key bumping attacks. The M-Heart is one of the few pin tumbler locks that uses axial rotation, and then M-Heart is still produced, but only existing systems are supported. Corbin Russwin lost a case filed by Medco in 1975, which claimed the M-Heart design particularly the use of the axial rotation infringed upon Medco's patent. So basically, that lock, I guess, is going to pick similar to a Medco, and I cannot wait to have that come in. So just wanted to give you guys an update on a couple different locks that we have coming in, show you some of the that Medco that came in. This is another lock that came in. The spool pin video will be up very shortly after this video, so let's go ahead and get into this video. And the Sparrows reload kit, I'll tell you all about that after the picking. So this video may be a little longer. So we have a Russwin. We're not going to do anything with the Corbin Russwin. Like I said, I've already picked that. That's like one of my first 20 videos if you do want to see that that video. So here's the Russwin. That looks like it's a Yale Y1 keyway. Let's see if it is or not. I know this is a Yale key. No, not quite. Okay. So it's not quite a Yale Y1 keyway, but that's alright. So this lock, I think I got it for under $10. I think it was like 6 plus 3 for shipping. It brand new, came with, these two pieces, and that was about it. Like I said, this is just a Russwin, so not quite sure what that keyway is. But here is our key, Russwin key, and it is 6 pins. Let me go ahead and do the count. So you got 1 cut, 2 cut, 3 cut, 4 cut nice and high, 5 and 6. So other than that 4th pin, which is really going to make it a little bit difficult, we got that nice high cut. Other than that, I don't know how hard this lock will be. Never picked an actual just Russwin. The only one out of the 2 I've even picked is a Corbin Russwin, not even just a Corbin. Don't know if it has security pins. I do know that the lock companies, the company Russwin or Corbin Russwin, however you want to, whatever route you want to go, they only typically produce low to medium security locks. So if it is medium security, then there is a chance that there's going to be some spool pins. But because of the way the keyway is set up, almost like the keyway is almost like a Y1 keyway, I'm going to use bottom of the tension. And I've explained a lot of different things in my how to pick spool pin videos, which will be up. So if there are spool pins, then that video would be a good follow-up to upload after this. But I don't know what this has yet. This is the first time I'm even attempting to pick it. Just came in the mail today, and then I went to work. Didn't even get the chance to look at it till just now. Just did my research on it, that's all. So, bottom of the keyway tension. I'm going to use light tension because I don't know if there's security pins or not. So here we go. It's really an awkward keyway to get into. So I'm going in and I'm just trying to feel for a binder, which is very hard. It's like there's nothing. Oh. Oh, okay. We're in a false set. Ever so slightly, you probably didn't notice, especially, see, I don't, personally for me, I explain all this in the spool pin video, I like top of the keyway. If top of the keyway is going to be harder, I could probably try and use the top of the keyway, but because of the way this keyway is made, I'd rather use bottom of the keyway. That gives me more room to get my pick in there and actually work around. The feedback, personally for me, is not nearly as noticeable when I use bottom of the keyway. The way it transfers through that pry bar just seems to be excellent in my opinion. But I did go into a very slight false set. It so far, because it's hard for me on a lock like this where I could barely feel the pins binding. I believe, if I'm correct, I picked 2 pins. I had 2 binders, and now I'm in a false set. So my video tells you that when I talk about how to pick spool pins, and I'll kind of give you a quick rundown now, is this lock obviously has regular pins because we weren't in a false set, and after I picked 2 of them, as I'm sure if I counted correct, which I believe I did, now I'm in a false set. So what that tells me, a false set is good, because now at this point it's telling me, hey, you have spool pins in here, so you've already picked the regular pins. And you know, I break it down why the regular pins pick first, but that's what I'm getting to, is the regular pins are 98% of the time going to pick first. Sometimes some fluky shit happens, but because of the width of the regular driver pin, when you're trying to put tension on the core, and as the core is turning, since it won't open, the driver pin, the regular ones have their full width all the way throughout the diameter of the pin, whereas a spool goes, you know, it's not as, the width is not as thick all the way around, because in the middle it's, you know, cut out a little bit. So the regular driver pins are gonna hit that, you know, gonna hit the inside of this core because they're still below the shear line, or the, you know, they're blocking the shear line and they're blocking the core from turning. So once the regular driver pins are picked, then your spools will lean forward just a little bit more. That gives you the false set, because, you know, normally your core wouldn't turn that much, but because spool pins are missing that little bit of extra thickness on their diameter, it allows the core to just turn ever so slightly, just a hair more, but not all the way, because our pins are not picked yet above the shear line. Well, you know, the remaining pins. So I break it more down in my other video, just kind of figured I'd touch on it now. So can't tell, but I'm in a slight false set. I felt it and I saw it. It's very, very barely visible. It's almost not noticeable. So now I'm going through looking for my binding spool pin, which when I push up on it, I feel my binder right here. I should get counter rotation on my core. Maybe that wasn't it. Oh, okay, there was counter rotation. So I just picked, I believe, 1 spool. And was that another one? I screwed up somewhere and I lost my, oh, now I'm back in my full set. Okay. Oh, and there's the lock. Okay, so see, I know I didn't explain much what was going on. I tried to explain, you know, I was accurate the first time about being in a false set. I let up too much to my attention and the lock restarted. For some reason, the way these pins bind up, it's not very noticeable, even especially using bottom of the keyway tension. Like I said, I didn't know there were spool pins in there. There definitely seemed like, well, I guess there's 4, because I'm 100% sure each time, even when the lock reset, that I had 2 regular pins bind up before I would go into a false set. So if I'm not mistaken, there's going to be 2 regulars and 4 spools. But I think that high cut back in there was really messing with me, because and the way the keyway is, I could barely feel, I could feel the binding pin good, but the feedback from when it would be set and then the clicking sound were like not there, so it really made it hard to explain, what was going on. I'm sorry. Definitely light tension on this lock, and just be prepared that there's a chance that there's spool pins. And like I said, I just made a video. It will be up after this one on how to pick spool pins. It's like 20 minutes long. I try to keep it simple, but I try to, just do it a couple times, really break down what's going on with the false set and the counter rotation, and how those are good things, and how you want to really practice, the simple way to start practicing. Because feedback, I watched all the different videos out there, and I read so many different things. And practicing, I did the same thing that I showed you guys what to do. Practicing the feedback and what to do, and what your next option is, helped me more than anything. Like, it's unbelievable. And that feedback is ever so important. It's like, it tells you basically what to do. And look at I love this tool. I freaking love it. No problems with my C-clips anymore. So let's go ahead and get this thing gutted. See what we have inside of here. Definitely wasn't a bad pick. Little not harder. I honestly thought it was gonna open a little quicker than what it did. No big deal. So let's get our excuse me, I'm losing my voice. Our plug follower here. Alright, so we do have our 6-pin core. All 6 spots have pins in them. And you can see pin 1 and pin 4 were lower cuts than the rest of them, because you can see how low down in the core itself they actually sit. Other than that, this lock really has potential if you get some better bitting on it. Like that number 4 cut. The number 1, I didn't even realize it was a lower cut, like by looking at the key, but seeing it, I do see it now looking at the key, but still, that number 4 cut, it definitely caught my attention. As far as the bitting though, I may have been oversetting too, because I always say when it's kind of, higher cuts and it's like even and there's not, as much radical or low high or high low or whatever the situation is, oversetting is definitely something that is very easy to do. So that may have been an issue when I was just trying to get this open now. And like I said, it wasn't hard. Trying to slow things down and break it down to explain to you guys, which I don't mind, but sometimes that just, goes against the flow. So all 6 key pins are just regular Schlage looking pins. Sure, they're not Schlage brand, but same style, not like Kwikset. Okay, so our driver pin 6 is a spool pin, and I'll show the spool pin once real quick. That way we can see what we were working with. Not sure if we zoomed in too much. Let me unzoom. So, not bad looking spool pins at all. Pretty nice if you ask me. So that was driver pin 6. And a regular metal spring. And driver pin 5 also is a spool pin. I don't know if I'm going to show every single spool pin. I'm sure they're going to be similar. So 5 or 6 and 5 are both spools. Okay, driver pin 4 was regular. That could definitely, it doesn't even matter, because that was that nice and high cut one. If it was a spool, it probably still would have picked just as easy. Driver pin 3 is another spool. Get the springs out. Driver pin 2 is another spool. So driver pin 1, if I'm not mistaken, and if my predictions were correct, driver pin 2 is a spool. I said that I felt 2 regular pins each time before I went into a false set. You know, I had 2 clicks and then I went into a false set, meaning I set 2 pins. And like I said, your regular pins are always 99.98% of the time gonna pick first, because you know they're gonna reach the wall that you know you're blocking, because normally they need to be lifted above the shear line so the core can turn, but since they're down in the core still, they're gonna hit that wall on the inside first, because the spool pins are hollowed away in the middle, so you know they're not gonna have the opportunity to hit first, because the thicker pins that are the same size all the way around that are bigger are going to hit it first. Once all of them are above the shear line and no longer hitting that wall, then it's just your spool pins, you know. It's really simple once you get the hang of it. So hopefully my video that will be up soon on how to pick spool pins, I'll do one on how to pick serrated. And even if there's serrated pins in your lock, they're still, your spool pins are still going to pick last typically, because serrated pins, even though they have some serrations cut out in them. And I was wrong. Let me finish my thought. You know, there's the serrated pins will still typically pick first, just like in an American, before your spool, because the same principle, you know, they just have little grooves cut out in them, but they're not actually that thin in the middle. So, but I was wrong. It was 5 spool pins and 1 regular pin. That lock did not pick at all, like it had 5 spool pins. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and only 1 regular pin. So that's it. That's the Russwin block. Definitely was not too difficult. Definitely was a fun pick. I may try and get a Corbin. I got a Corbin M Heart coming in sometime next week. Don't know how easy that will be to pick. We have a lot of different cool locks coming in. I'll do an update on some of the issues I've had too, with padlocks that were similar to the Queen, but I'll save that for another time. So for the giveaway, the Sparrows Reload giveaway, I'm going to give one out. So this video is going up on, today's my birthday, it's the 5th, so it's a Thursday. So yeah, so next Thursday, everybody starting this video, if you want to enter for a chance to win the Sparrows Reload kit, just comment below. Any video from now until next Thursday, Sparrows Reload kit down in the comments, and I'll reply back to you. Got you added. Sparrows Reload kit is $20 on Sparrows, and then you have an option for another $7 to put pinning tweezers in, and I'm going to do that for whoever the winner is. I'm going to get you the reload kit plus the pinning tweezers. It comes with 10 spool pins, 10 serrated pins, 10 mushroom pins, 15 regular springs, and it comes with these little mini pinning mats, one of each kind, just like I have. It comes with this exact resin plug follower, and then it comes with the tweezers, because I'm going to add that, and then basically it comes with 4 keys that are Schlage style keys, and you know, it has all the key pins for each key, so you can pin a lock up based off of that key, and you'll have the bottom pins, and then I don't think it comes with regular driver pins, but I'll give you guys some so you don't have to put all just security pins in. But like there's a red key, a blue key, a green key, and something else, and like just for example, like I can't remember which one's which, but like the blue keys like high, low, high cuts, the reds, you know, the opposite. They're just different cuts that, you know, are things that make picking locks harder, just because that radical bitting. And then you could progressively pin up a lock, you know, put the first pin in, well, put the first 2 in, and you know, deal with practice getting past that high low or low high or whatever the situation is. You know, add more pins as you progress, add security pins to the mix. The only thing that Reload kit does not come with is a Schlage lock, because it's meant to kind of be used with their progressive pin locks. But I will provide you guys with the lock that'll be, you know, well, the winner with the lock. I'll find a lock that all the keys fit, and like I said, I'll also include some of my own regular driver pins. So giveaway is now active. Sorry it took so long. Things have been hectic between lock picking, tattooing, working, my other job, and eBay. Things, you know, get crazy. Shipping something out to one of you guys here, somebody else wants to do a trade. You know, so I just got a lot going on, trying to not forget about everything going on. I know this video's, you know, getting kind of long now, so yeah, giveaway's now active. If you want the Sparrows reload kit plus the other things I said that I'll put in there for you guys, comment below. You have 7 days. Next Thursday, I'm gonna announce the winner randomly, like how we always do. Just randomly put in everybody's name. And then, you know, it's nothing to you know, you don't have to pay nothing. I ship it to you for free. Next Thursday I'll announce the winner and what the new giveaway is. If you guys want to see anything in particular for giveaway items, leave them in the comments or send me an email. My email's in the description. Yeah, just let me know, guys. We're gonna do this weekly giveaway. Just, you know, it took a couple extra days, but it started. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and my next video should be the spool pin video, and I hope you guys enjoyed that. Yeah, so see you guys next time. Thanks for watching, guys, and thank you for all the support. We're almost at 120 subscribers. See you guys next time.